Okay, so today is Sunday, December 17th, 2017. It's 4:42 p.m. Okay. Now, of course, this is an update. Okay, so the terrorist bitch, Monica Devon, you know, they put the house on her name, that bitch over there. The honky bitch from Delaware started coming down again. That's the bitch driving the white Kia Soul. You know how it go. And you know where to go for the pictures and the tags. So they had the little skinny nigga that drives a little skinny nigga over there driving a little Nissan Sentra. And again, you know where to go for the tags. But anyway, you're gonna notice that a lot of the update videos that I put up are coming down. That doesn't mean I'm backing off. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna never back off till them bitches are in body bags. But anyway, you're gonna notice some of the updates are gonna come down. And they have dehydrated me to the point where I can't even stay woke. And they've dehydrated me to the point where I can't stay woke like I used to. Now, as you know, I used to work for FedEx. You know, I used to run 16 hours a day delivering packages without yawning. I mean, really, without yawning. And you can hear me yawn. I can barely stay woke 2 hours without yawning. You know, I wake up in the morning, and remember, everything they're doing is deliberate and premeditated. I wake up in the morning, you know, and I wake up in the morning extremely dizzy every day, and it has nothing to do with my blood pressure or any medication that I'm taking, because the medication does not have those side effects. You know, and I've never woken up dizzy before. My lungs are so dry, you know, that I'm still coughing up phlegm. No amount of medication, like I told you, can counteract the effects that a weapon is causing. And you know, and they're doing this every day, deliberate, premeditated. It's premeditated attempted murder. It's conspiracy to commit murder, harassment, assault with a deadly weapon, and they're doing this every day under orders passed down from Jeff Sessions through the director of the FBI, passed down through that terrorist nigga Gordon Johnson, right on down to them terrorist bitch ass niggas and the honkies that be over there every day. They have been given orders to get rid of me, deal with me, so to speak, because Jeff Sessions was he was sued. He was added on to the lawsuit that I filed in federal court back in September. And I told you how back in May, they made me have a heart attack. Go to the hospital, the doctors can't find nothing wrong. You know, and everything they're doing is deliberate and premeditated. Remember, the levels that you see, those levels are not normal. You already know that. you already know the levels are not normal. Every day when I go home, they turn that weapon up. Like they turned it up this morning just before I left. And I showed you the video. I'm going to repost that video too. You know, because I don't really like posting from my phone because it takes away the date and time. But this morning before I left, the bitch had it turned down below a 1.0. And then 10 minutes and 40 seconds into the video, the bitch turned that shit up over to almost a 5.0. She turned that weapon up to almost a 5.0, 10 minutes and 40 seconds into the video. So, and then kept it turned up for a little while. Kept it turned up for like 2 minutes, and then turned it back down below a 1.0. And you see in the video, the camera doesn't move, the meter doesn't move, you know, and the bitch turned it up to almost a 5.0, all within a couple of seconds. 10 minutes and 40 seconds into the video, you watch it from that point, and you see how that terrorist bitches turned it up real quick and then turned it back down. I'm gonna keep on documenting. You know, the updates I'm proud. I mean, I'm gonna make updates here and there, but I might not take none of the updates down. I might leave them up there because that's, I mean, of course I still have them at home, but I might leave them up, and you know, because that's part of the documentation also. But I mean, they're doing this every day. They stop with the headaches. I'm not gonna say stop. I'm gonna say they haven't given me a headache as of recent because they're murdering me. They are attempting to murder me. So they haven't given me any headaches in a while. But because of them dehydrating me, the dizziness, the nausea, you know, making me black out and whatever, because of them dehydrating me, now I could possibly have narcolepsy, where, you know, people just fall asleep for no reason, you know. And in another video that I posted from the phone today, you see how I woke up to pee, and just as I was about to lay back down to go to sleep, I started making a video. And I don't know what the hell I said in the video. I know I did say the date and time. And then all of a sudden, everything just became incoherent. I don't know what I said or what I was saying or what I was doing, but everything just became incoherent. And then I just, you know, all within a couple of seconds, it's like I just blacked out and just went back to sleep. You know? And I don't even remember making that video at 1 something in the morning. I don't remember making it. And then all of a sudden, I woke up and turned the phone off and went back to sleep. I really don't remember making it. And it's over an hour-long video, you know, and you hear me snoring, and it's like as I'm snoring, something's caught in my throat or something. You know, I've never snored before those bitches started using that weapon on me. Never. I never snored before they started using that weapon on me. And I damn sure never snored before they started dehydrating me, you know. And like I said, I'm so and like I told you in some of the other videos, I'm so dehydrated that my feet cracks and bleeds. My feet are so dry that they crack and bleed. And I have to put lotion and Vaseline on my feet because they're so dry. I have to put lotion and Vaseline on my elbows because now they've become dry. They've become so dry that they're irritated. And when I put a shirt on or something, a long sleeve shirt or a hoodie, you know, it scratches. It actually irritates my skin on my arm, on my elbows. You know, my legs. I mean, my legs and my feet have never been dry like this. You know, during the summertime, I never had to put lotion on my legs or on my feet ever. You know, because my skin has always been oily. Now my skin is so dry that after I take a shower, it's like somebody just threw baby powder on me. You know, and that's how dry my skin looks. And if you've ever seen somebody with real dry skin and you can actually see the cracks in their skin, you know, with the wavy lines, the cracks in their skin, that's what my legs look like. That's what my legs look like after I take a shower. They're so dry that you can actually see the lines in my skin. You know, kind of like a desert. Kind of like a desert that's extremely dry. You know, you can see the cracks where it's like it's no moisture. You know, and I've literally never had to put lotion on my skin, on my legs or on my feet ever until, you know, the past 5 years. And it's just progressively getting worse because of them. Now, if you don't believe these low frequency weapons exist by now, then you just a straight up fucking fool. You know, they make me pee every few minutes. They make me sweat. Every time I get out of the shower, I'm sweating like I just ran somewhere. And if I take a nap somewhere, like I just did, if I take a nap, you know, I'll wake up covered in sweat, like I just ran somewhere. Every night when I go to sleep, they make me sweat profusely like I'm running somewhere, and it's not even hot in my house. We have very little heat in the house, and you know, and our furnace has been broke. Our furnace have been broke for what, the better part of 15 years. You know, so I'm using a space heater, basically trying to heat the entire house. I'm using a space heater while I was trying to heat my room with the bedroom door. It's basically trying to heat the entire house. You know, so my house is not hot at all. It's probably about the same temperature in my house as it is outside. You know, so I shouldn't be sweating for anything, for any reason. I don't wear a lot of clothes, you know, because I don't have a lot of clothes because of those FBI bitches. You know, they got me fired from my job. They make me piss every few fucking minutes. You know, where I gotta race around to try to find somewhere to pee. You know, it's gotten to the point where I gotta use a catheter. You know, and they're doing this every fucking day. They don't have nothing to charge me with. Remember, these bitches moved in next door to me. I've been in my house for 22 years to date. in my house for 15 years before those terrorist bitches moved over there in 2009. No first offense handgun charge requires 24-hour surveillance. No first offense handgun charge, even though I had a silencer, does not require some bitch-ass terrorist federal agents using a weapon on me. But then again, this is what they do. See, this is how they keep you living in fear. And like I told you, not only do they have these weapons set up in the house, but they're also broadcasting through the cell phone towers. There's cell phone towers everywhere. Everywhere there's cell phone towers. You see them on top of hospitals, on top of high-rise apartment buildings, business buildings downtown. You see them next to schools. They're on top of these communication towers, the TV broadcasting towers. They're everywhere. So they can inundate me no matter where I go. The ringing in the ears. Let me run down a list real quick of everything they've been doing to me. It all starts with the ringing in the ears. The ringing in the ears, the headaches, the dizziness, the nausea, the blackouts, the vomiting, the dehydration through excessive sweating and urination. Causing me to black out behind the wheel while I'm driving. The chest pain. The vision problems. I cough and my vision goes black, making me throw up. Making me throw up, and I get extremely dizzy and damn near pass out. And all that's from dehydrating me. Everything they're doing. My mouth is so dry that, some Biotene mouthwash wouldn't even work. There's always some fucking idiot turning. And I'm damn near running into the back of people and shit. Because some dumbass want to turn, get some fucking gas. But anyway, I got dry mouth. My tongue is so dry that it hurts. And even though I have spit in my mouth, that doesn't help. The roof of my mouth is dry. My throat is dry and irritated to where I keep coughing. And like I told you, what do I gain by making this shit up? I'm just telling you what those bitches are doing to me. I'm telling you what they're doing to me and have been doing for the past 5 years. They claim this weapon doesn't exist, and I'm the proof. See, they don't want nobody to believe this weapon exists. And people, if you think about it, everybody is a victim of this weapon because they're broadcasting through the cell phone towers. Nobody can avoid it. And people that experience ringing in the ears, and they go to the doctors, and the doctors want to give them a bunch of fucking pills to stop the ringing in the ears. Those pills are not going to stop a machine. NSA and the National Cyber Command and all of them bitches, they have control of it. They have control, but FBI can broadcast whatever they want. Of course, the Department of Defense. This is a military weapon, but they're using it for civilian application to us. It's a military weapon, but they're using it on civilians, us. And this is not the Middle East, although it's going to turn into the Middle East. All of those bombings and suicide bombings that occur over there, It's because the United States using these weapons on them. You wonder why people hate this country? And like I've been telling you, this is why people hate this country. This is why this country is in such turmoil. They're trying to keep the government from shutting down. You know, they're trying to keep the government from shutting down because the country is pushing $22 trillion in debt. They're trying to keep the government from shutting down. Come what? I think they said by Christmas they will have to shut it down, but then they pass some type of budget bill to keep it from shutting down. If they don't deal with that debt now, when the next president gets into office 3 years from now, Donald Trump, of course, he won't be in office. The mess that Donald Trump is still making, the next president is going to have to deal with. Obama, when he got into office after Bush, he didn't try to clean up the mess. He just focused on healthcare, and the debt just kept going up. And now this idiot Donald Trump is in office. He's making an even bigger mess, and the debt is going to continue to go up. Donald Trump can't run his companies. He owed people money. He did not pay these people. How the fuck is he going to run a country? Donald Trump is too busy focused on trying to build a wall to keep Mexicans out. And the Mexicans come here to do the job that Americans don't want to do. Like farming. Yeah, right. But anyway, this is not about immigration. This is about them terrorist bitches. I'm almost home now. The bitch Veronica Devon is over there. The honky bitch from Delaware, of course. He ran his honky ass home. But he's back now. I just turned the corner. He's back. The bitch Veronica Devon's car right there. The burnt nigga. I don't know if he got burnt or he got vitiligo, but the nigga that drives that black BMW Maryland historic tags, he's driving the Suzuki Sidekick. He haven't driven that car since the last video I made putting that car on YouTube. He has not driven that car since. He has not driven that car since. He's driving that Sidekick now. You know, like I told you, the bitch gotta have backup. And I mean, you already know where to go for the tags. And as I'm coming home, the honky bitch, he left and went home, and just came back because his truck, that little piece of shit Kia Soul wasn't out there, you know, when I left today, but it's out here now. His dumbass, he parked 2 blocks away up on Pratt Street and on Conklin, thinking nobody won't know, you know. But as I'm coming past, I'm gonna show you this piece of shit right here. Delaware tags, you know how I go. He parked around now. It's on Conklin at Mount Pleasant. You know, I mean, they think because they park around the corner, up the street, down the street, 2 blocks away and shit, I'm not gonna know where they park at. He ain't doing nothing but get some exercise. Dumb honky bitch. Remember, this is the bitch that drove that blue Mustang. This that honky bitch. And this Sidekick right here, the burnt nigga drive. I say burnt nigga. He probably got vitiligo. Regardless of what he got, I hate the motherfucker. All of them. This Sidekick right here. See it? his Suzuki Sidekick. He had that motherfucker haven't driven that BMW around here since I put that shit on YouTube. And I'm gonna use the backup camera. The bitch Monica Devon, you see her shit parked behind me. I just pulled up. Yeah. That bitch haven't driven that black BMW since the last time I put it on YouTube. But stay tuned. I'll keep you updated.